Well, how's it going, guys? So, the last video I did on the update of my ownership of a Rock Island Armory 1911, that video did pretty well. And so I figured I would do an ownership update of my everyday carry Glock 43. So when I bought the Rock Island, if I'm remembering correctly, I tried to go back and look at my history, because this one I didn't buy new from. I bought this one secondhand from a local ex-sheriff. He had bought it for his wife. They had just released, it was 2015. She didn't care for it, and that was back when you could still sell guns on Facebook. He posted it on a local Facebook gun group, and I'd recently turned 21, and I wanted a smaller concealed carry gun. I'm pretty sure by then I had my 1911, because I remember thinking, okay, I like the 1911, but I want a smaller, comfortable, everyday concealed carry gun when I'm not in the mood to pack around the big full-size 1911. And so, I remember the 43 was the new buzz out in the gun world. I watched, of course, Hickok 45 did a video on it, a lot of other gun channels, and so I decided I'd give it a try. I say that was 2015, roughly. I might be thinking wrong. It might have been 2016, but I'm pretty sure it was around the end of 2015. Now, these were still the buzz. These were still pretty new, and everybody was excited about the new, small Glock 43. So anyway, either way, it's either been 10 years or 9 years, whichever way. Let me say, I've carried this thing basically every single day for those 9 to 10 years. I've shot it a bunch. So let's look at it. Let's see how it's held up. And actually, this holster, I tried to look on my eBay history to see, because I bought this holster right after I bought the gun, and I don't know if I did like a guest checkout. I don't know why I would have. I've had an eBay account forever, but it wasn't on there. Some of my 1911 holster and extra mags I bought around that same time was on there, but this holster wasn't on there. So I don't know what brand this holster is, but it's just as old as the gun, and it's held up great. I love this holster. But let's look at the gun here. First we'll unload it. So this is my everyday carry gun, so it's loaded. Need to take it apart and clean it. I was out doing yard work today. It's got all grimy. But yeah, it's held up great. Finish is held up great. Little holster wear there. And of course, it's a Glock. I've never had any malfunctions, no failure feeds, failure to eject, failure to fire, nothing. It's ran flawless, and I've shot this thing a ton. Now, one thing about the Glock, and this is, I guess, not just the 43, it's Glock in general. At the time, when I was just getting started, I didn't know about the trigger. I was used to my 1911 trigger, so when I got this thing, not only did it have a really, really stiff trigger, but it's also, I was used to shooting a full-size Glock or a full-size Glock, a full-size 1911, or a Colt single action. I'm a big revolver fan, and this was my first experience with a small concealed carry gun. And so yeah, I had a really tough learning curve and I absolutely hated the trigger on this thing. It was so, and I'd say that's why the guy I bought it from, he bought it for his wife, and she didn't like it at all. And I would say it was because of the trigger. I don't know if that's all Glocks, or if this one was really stiff. And so what I did do was I went to eBay and I put a Ghost trigger connector kit in this to light the trigger, and that made the world of difference. That trigger is sweet in this thing now. Or I mean, I did it right after I bought the gun, so that's also held up for the last 10 years of shooting. Yeah, great trigger with that Ghost trigger connector set. Yeah, the factory trigger, like I say, this is the only Glock I've ever owned, so I don't know if that's just how Glock triggers are. I've read stuff online. Some people say it is. Some people say, you know, it's not that bad. It's all personal preference, but I absolutely hated it. Could not. I kept pulling my shots with it. It was just so stiff. But yeah, that Ghost connector, that trigger connector set, changed my whole opinion about this gun. Absolutely loved it ever since then. I say I carry it every day, still carry it every day. It's my main carry gun. It's comfortable, it's light, it's reliable, it's accurate, it's durable, it's a Glock. I mean, it gets dirty, as you can see. I was out doing, like I said, yard work with it today on my side. It's got dirty, but I'll break it down and, well, let's go ahead and do that. Break it down, show you how the inside's wearing. Nothing's really, no wear marks. You say it is dirty. I'll clean it here in a minute, but yeah, there's not much to say about it. It's a Glock, you know, what do you expect? The old Glock perfection. Yeah, anyone out there looking into, like I was at the time, looking for their first concealed carry gun, I think this is a great choice. It's light, like I said, it's light, it's comfortable, it's not a hassle. You just get you a good holster, and say something like that, you can just grab, it slips into your belt, into your waistband fast. And like I say, if you know, those trigger connector sets on eBay, they're cheap. I'd never done any type of, you know, work on a gun before, and I did it in literally a few minutes. Just watched the video online. It's super simple. It's not hard. So don't be afraid of that. If you get one and you don't like the trigger, put a trigger connector in it, and it will be beautiful. You'll love it. Promise you. Especially if you come from single action triggers like I did with revolvers and 1911s. You know, that was really a whole different experience for me. I say that trigger connector absolutely just made this thing super sweet to shoot. So anyway, that's a 10-year update of the Glock 43. Looks basically about like it did new. Not much wear, a little bit of holster wear, no malfunctions, no issues. They're hard to beat. If you're looking for a good carry gun, this ain't a bad way to go. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave me your thoughts and comments below, and I'll get you on the next one.